Hi everyone, welcome back. Today is Inktober day 5 and I'm going to be going over some stuff at the end of the video for Instagram and how to post your post your photos to Instagram. There's been a few of you who've had trouble. A couple of you contacted me, maybe 3 of you contacted me and had questions that I'm having difficulty explaining. So I will show you at the end of the video. Please pardon my face today. As you know, I know in the past I've had this issue. I have something that I get called angioedema. It's like a stress reaction that I get, and my lip swells up and my face swells up. So that's why I'm sagging on this side. I did not have a stroke. I know it looks horrible, but anyway, I just wanted to let you know that I will be going over this at the end of the video. So if you're having Instagram issues, hang on till the end and I will definitely go over that. Now let's go ahead and get going with today. Today's prompt for day 5 is long, and I will be doing something kind of Halloweenish. So stay tuned. Today I've decided to go back to my fountain pen. I was so aggravated yesterday when my lines were getting thick and I was getting drips and all sorts of stuff. So today I decided to go with my trusty Pilot. I think this is a Pilot desk pen, and I love it. It's even better than, for me, than the regular platinum carbon fountain desk pen. They're pretty much the same pen, except this one has an even finer line, and I love it for that. But then as I'm inking, and I'm using Noodler's Black today for this, and as I'm inking, I'm realizing that when I start to put in the details with the same line of the same pen, that I need to go thicker on my outline. So then I go over it again with my Kaweco Sport fine nib pen, and that is also Noodler's Black ink in both of those today. And here I am, I switched pens and I'm going around this again. I'm going to go around the tree because you couldn't really pick up the face detail and the hands that were crossing over the front of the trees, and the horns on the head, or the branches from the head. So I wanted to make sure that those were seen, so I had to go over them with a thicker line, as you can see. Once I put in that tree bark, it was like all blending together. And now I'm going to do the same with this tree. Some have asked me how I do my tree bark. Basically, I just wind up and down. Sometimes I go around and around to make a tree knot, and then I kind of wrap around it for a few lines, and then I go up and down again, and that's how I do the tree bark. But I don't do it the same way for all trees. My distant trees are going to be different. Now I was going to use marker today, but I decided at the last minute to just go ahead with my Daniel Smith watercolor. It was comfortable, but one of these days I'm going to pull out my Copics and I'm going to go to town with Copic markers, so instead of using watercolor to fill. So that'll be a different day though. My color that I'm using here for the sky in the background is called Amethyst Genuine, and it is one of the Primatech colors from Daniel Smith, and it also leaves a little bit of sparkle behind, which is really pretty, and you can't really see it on camera, but in person it just has the slightest bit of sparkle, Almost looks like stars in the sky. And I used Payne's Gray by Daniel Smith for the long winding road. And then for the two front trees, I am using another Primatech color by Daniel Smith called Hematite Genuine. And that is a nice granulating color. It's really beautiful for trees or for roads because it'll leave like speckles and gorgeous granulation behind. You have to use quite a bit of water with it though in order to get it to do that. So with these trees, I wasn't using as much water because of the skinny branches. And so I didn't get as much granulation as I normally would, but it still came out fine. On the background trees, I used a mixture of Hematite Genuine along with Burnt Umber to give them a different color. I'm just using sap green now on the ground, and I was going to put leaves down and get all detailed with that, but I just didn't do it. I had a doctor's appointment and was gone, and so that's all I got done. Now I'm trying to do a little more pen work, using again the very fine pen that I have, the Pilot pen, and putting in some shading on the sides of the trees, a little bit on the house, the gravestones back in the distance, that kind of thing. I really wanted to put a person on there and forgot and painted the road right away, and once that was painted I couldn't do it. That wouldn't have worked. So I really wanted a body right between those two trees, but I think we still get the effect anyway. And now I'm just finishing up here, so I will get on with the Instagram troubleshooting issues. Okay, and for those of you who are having some difficulty with Instagram, I'm going to show you exactly what to do. You're going to open your Instagram app. Just press on it like that. Gotta turn it this way. And it'll come up and you can go ahead. There's a few ways to load your photo. You can do it from the app or from your photos. I'm going to do it from the app here. And I'm going to open this up and it's going to pull up my photos. And right away, I want to put this photo on. I'm going to shrink it down by pinching it so that it fits in the photo, the whole frame, because it'll come up and make it square like this. And if you want your whole painting or drawing to be in the photo, just pinch it and it'll bring it down to size. That's how you crop it. Then you can hit next. Then after you hit next, it's going to pull up all of these things to change the colors and all that, and you're probably better off leaving it on normal for artwork anyway. Then you hit next again, and this is where you write your caption. Now, I'm going to write a few things here. Inktober, day 5. I've got to do this one-handed. I'm sorry because I'm holding my camera in the other hand. Inktober, day 5. And long is the prompt. And now I'm going to put long, scary road. And now I'm going to do my hashtags. This is where you're going to put your hashtag Inktober, then hashtag Inktober 2017. Whoops, it changed it. I'm going to do hashtag Sharoncullenfineart. That's where you put it, okay? You put it in your caption. That's the only place you put it. I'm going to add the rest of my hashtags. Pentalic Aqua Journal, hashtag Inktober, then hashtag ink with, whoops, Pentalic. Oops, my hashtag got a space between it. Don't want any spaces. Ink with Pentalic. Okay, now you notice when I did this, there are no spaces between it. My hashtag and everything is all one word, okay? And that's how you put it. You do not want to go down to, whoops, I'm going to say okay. You do not want to go down to tag people. If you tag me here, which you can do by doing Sharon Cullen or whatever, typing me in and then picking me up, I'm going to put Pentalic Art on there because I always tag them since I'm collaborated with them. You don't want to put me here because that just puts your photo in a private message to me where I'm tagged, and then I can pull it up privately. Nobody will ever see it. So you always want to put the hashtag Sharoncullenfineart up at the top here. See where I'm talking about? That's where your caption is. You can write however much you want to write. I also want to say, see YouTube video at Sharoncullenfineart. Now, see, I'm putting spaces in there because I'm just talking about it. But my Sharoncullenfineart tag is down here. So it'll go to the whole group and then all of you can see it. So that's all you have to do. Then once you're done with that, you just hit OK. And I want to share it on Facebook also so that it goes to the Inktober group with Jake Parker. I'll share it on Twitter also. And then I hit share. And that's all there is to it. Now, when I go to my home page, which is right here, it should be the first photo that popped up because I just posted it. And then everybody else's photos are down below there, everybody I follow. I can go to my home page and all of my photos from Inktober are there, along with everything else that goes back for a long time. So that's where they'll go. Now, when I want to look at all of your work, I could either look at it from my homepage, which is hard to go through them all because some people aren't in the group and others are. I just go to the search button and then I type in up here, Sharoncullenfineart, and it started to pull me up already. And I've got two choices. You can go to my homepage, which I don't want. I want to go to Sharoncullenfineart right here. And I'm going to choose that one, and then it's going to pick everything up. It picks top posts. I don't know how that works. I don't choose those. It just does that randomly. And then the most recent posts. And there's my post right there because I put that hashtag Sharoncullenfineart in. So that's all there is to it. If you have any more questions about it, just contact me and I'll be glad to try to go over it a little more with you. So remember, everybody, be courageous, sketch with wild abandon, and most of all, be kind to people. Have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.